What's going on, everyone? I'm Robert E. Woods III. The topic for today is who are you? Let's jump into it. When I was in high school, one of my best friends was a year older than me. So I remember being in the 10th grade and he was a junior. Each year there was an award ceremony for all of the kids, and their family was typically there, and it's just a beautiful situation for all parties involved. But this particular year, my friend and a couple of his upperclassmen friends were in the auditorium a few rows away from me. They were just laughing uncontrollably, and unconsciously I just see my friend laughing and I kind of laugh too, and I look over at him and then we give each other a head nod. We're just too far away to walk toward each other, plus we're in these seats that are super crowded together, and the event is about to start. The auditorium is just rumbling with chatter. So soon after the opening remarks are given, the first group of students start to have their names called for their respective awards. So there are some people's names who were called and the auditorium almost erupted with cheering and clapping. Some of them were a few claps and cheers. Then for some, it was almost silent. And we know that just happens at almost any and every award ceremony where you basically witness the stratification of popularity summed up by a sound. It's crazy. So I don't know if I'll ever forget it, but there were a few kids that went up and then had no one applaud for them. Someone from my friend's group would crouch down with their heads facing down almost under their seat and yell out, "Who are you?" And in an auditorium where the sound just travels, there's this massive echo. There was just a roar of laughter. And since their heads are crouched down, and if you were that average bystander, you just couldn't really place where the sound came from, and it just made it funnier. But only for the people that were laughing. People didn't necessarily think about the person that was on stage and how they would feel or how their parents would feel. But the fact of the matter was that the kids who got the worst end of the joke were simply just not well known by everyone else. And I'll be honest when I say that some of those folks that were made fun of just crushed it professionally. I mean, we're 10, 15 years removed from that day now, and a lot of those people have their lives in order. Some of them I'm not sure, of course, but I've tried to conceptualize why that moment stands out in my mind. And it's really because I realized that you don't necessarily have to be popular to be on point. You don't have to be a prom king or queen in order to crush it in life. And it all comes down to this: self-awareness. Self-awareness is the key to a lifetime of fulfillment and joy, or a lifetime full of fear, resentment, a poor attitude. We've seen these different versions of people. We know who these people are in our lives. So the real question is, seriously, who are you? I've had to tell myself it's okay to embrace your creative side and your traditionally professional side. I had to realize that it'll take me longer to accomplish certain things because I just have so many balls in the air. But I personally just want to be intentional in my approach, and I want to be proud of my path. And honestly, I just want to put everything on the floor. But a huge thing I wanted to change was that I wanted to focus on things that allowed me to operate in the path of least resistance. Podcasting is good for me, but video might be better for others. It's really about self-awareness, right? Anyway, I want to focus on creating sustainable systems so that my life is manageable and enjoyable, and I have a full-time job that I enjoy as well. And essentially, I just want to smell the whole rose garden. But depending on your personality, you may only want to focus specifically on building hotels, or specifically on sales processes, or specifically on cybersecurity analytics, or any other topic that energizes you. And that's cool too. Of course it is. But seriously, the question is still, who are you? For some reason, that can be a tough question to answer. So the action or point of reflection for today is about self-awareness. So let's go ahead and take a super quick personality assessment. I have some links to the different types of personality tests in the description. So quick point on that: some people might like astronomical references or assessments more than the DISC assessment or the any other assessment, but of course choose the one that suits you, and just take it. let's just enjoy the process. The point of reflection and introspection is a point of growth and the spark to the flame of prosperity. So if you took a personality test a few years ago, go ahead and take another one. And you can go to legendaryuniversity.io, easily log into the members area, and you'll see the list of personality tests in the School of Self-Awareness as well. And I'm looking forward to just hearing how this works out for you. So I hope you enjoy it. And until next time, keep pushing. Peace.